Now the understanding of electric charge will be much more better once we look at the properties of electric charge. And the first property is additive nature of electric charge, and also we can say the electric charge is a scalar quantity. What do we mean by calling it scalar? It means here direction doesn't matter, only the net charge will be obtained on a body by doing the algebraic sum of individual charges on that body. Say you have a body that contains some charges Q1, Q2, Q3, an insulator has so many charges on it. So the net charge will be algebraic sum of all the charges. Now let's try to understand it further. You have a body that has a charge, say plus 2e, plus 4e, minus 3e, minus 2e, plus 7e, like that. The body has got so many charges, some of them are positive, some of them are negative, and you're looking for the net charge. The net charge will be algebraic sum of all the charges, that is plus 2e, plus 4e, minus 3e, minus 2e, plus 7e. So it is 6 minus 5, and thus it is plus 8e is the net charge on this whole body. So like over here it is given, you have a charge plus 2e, minus 3e, plus 8e, minus e. The net charge is 6e. Similarly, in this case, charge is plus 2 microcoulomb, minus 3 microcoulomb, plus 6 microcoulomb, plus 2 microcoulomb. It is plus 7 microcoulomb. I would like to repeat it here. So you have the charge on an insulator which is given as say plus 2 microcoulomb, minus 3 microcoulomb. Microcoulomb is 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, and then plus 6 microcoulomb, and then plus 2 microcoulomb, and you're looking for the net charge. So the net charge will be plus 2 microcoulomb, minus 3 microcoulomb, plus 6 microcoulomb, plus 2 microcoulomb. So this is 10 minus 3, that is plus 7 microcoulomb. And when I say plus 7 microcoulomb, and it is 7 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, that is the net charge. Now here we can see in the text provided, the additive property of mass and electric charge can be compared. The mass is only added, but electric charge is algebraic sum of the kind of charges which are existing on that insulator. So mass would be never negative, but the net charge can be negative. The mass is never reduced, is only added of all the particles, where the electric charge is plus minus like that. It is added as well as subtracted. The other property, that is the mass cannot be zero. The total mass can never be zero, but total charge is possible to have a value 0. So total charge can have a value less than or equal to 0 or greater than or equal to 0. The net charge can be positive, can be negative, can also be 0. So this is the first property, very important property of electric charge, that electric charge is a scalar quantity, and the net charge on an insulator, on a body is algebraic sum of all the charges on that body. The second property, which is very important, that is quantization of electric charge. What do we mean by quantization? In a straight way, I would say quantization of electric charge would mean the net charge on a body is integral multiple of charge on an electron, where the value of n can be 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So we can say net charge is integral multiple of charge on electron. It is very much possible to have a charge of plus E, plus 2E, minus 3e plus 4e minus 7e, like that. But it is not possible to have a charge which is 1.1 e. It is not integral multiple of charge on an electron. It is not possible to have a charge minus 3 by 5 e. It is not possible to have a charge 7.11 e, like that. So the fractional value of the fractional multiple of charge on an electron is not possible. So the charge on a body can be only integral multiple of charge on an electron, and that is quantization of electric charge. Now, there are two experiments which establish the quantization property of electric charge. The first experiment was the experimental law of electrolysis, discovered by Faraday. First suggested the quantization of electric charge. So Faraday, during his all experimentation, whenever he calculated the amount of charge, it was always integral multiple of charge on an electron. Similarly, it was then later Millikan's oil drop experiment that was the most famous experiment to calculate the electric charge on an oil drop. In 1912, it measured the electric charge on the oil drop, and it was again always found to have quantized charge, the charge on anything which is integral multiple of charge on an electron. So we can very well understand the reason behind the quantized nature of electric charge, and that is, just think that one side you have a body A, or you have an insulator called A, and its atomic number of its atom is, say, P. So each atom of the body A has got plus Pe charge, which is the charge of the proton within the nucleus, and every atom has a negative charge minus Pe, and the net charge is 0. On the other side, you have another body B. Maybe it was a glass rod and it is silk. Maybe it is a plastic comb and it is hairs. So you have another body B which has atomic number, say Q. Its each atom has a charge QE within its nucleus. Q is the number of protons, and Q is also the number of electrons, and the net charge of this body is 0. So one may be glass rod, one may be silk. I consider this be the glass rod, and let this be silk. Now, glass rod is rubbed against silk, so there is friction. Glass rod is rubbed against silk. Glass rod has less work function for its electrons, and silk has more. So as a result, maybe say 3 electrons per atom are shifted from glass to silk. It means now the charge, positive charge, will be the positive, no proton has shifted any atom, where the negative charge will be P minus 3, because 3 electrons have shifted. On the other hand, so the net charge Q1 will be now what? Plus 3e. On the other hand, if I talk of this silk, its charge was Q, the atomic number was Q. Now, earlier its number of protons was just QE. It remained every atom that much only. But for each atom, there is addition of 3 electrons. So the net charge here will be minus 3 on every atom. It is per atom we are assuming 3 electrons have shifted. So as a result, there is loss of 3 electrons from glass, and there is a gain of 3 electrons in silk. It means glass have got charge 3e, and electron and silk has got charge minus 3e. In the process, there is no possibility of transfer of fraction of electron. It is never possible that half electron will shift. It is never possible that 3/4 of an electron will shift. So it is always the only possibility, that is shift of a full electron or 2 electrons or 3 electrons or n number of electrons. So as a result, the charge would be plus minus Ne, where the value of n can be 1, 2, 3, 4 integral multiple of charge of electron and nothing else. So this is quantization of electron, because the electron is that most elementary particle which shift during friction. So either one electron will shift or 2 electrons will shift or n number of electrons will shift, but never a fraction of electron will shift. That's why the charge only possible is plus minus Ne.